So, how do you guard your heart, your spirit? Yes, we've got a body and we've got a mind, but then there's that third part, that third dimension to who we are. You know, it's got the human traits, the emotions, activities there, and we did a pause around this topic before. You had that Bible verse of guard your heart; it's the wellspring of life. It's not talking about the muscle underneath your rib cage. It's about your spirit, the internal part of who you are. How do you guard it? Well, we learn to start heeding life's warning signs. That's a great start. Heeding when life says, hey, be cautious, yield, stop. Like stop overriding the sound advice that we get. Another anecdote was to quit trying to get as close to the edge as possible. You know, dabbling with trouble or dancing with dangerous people. Here's another new one. How about stepping up to make a difference? That's a great guard for your spirit. Jesus said, you're the light of the world, a city on a hill that can't be hidden. People don't turn on a light and then put it under a basket, Jesus said. Neither should you. Let your light so shine before men that they see your good deeds and they praise your Father in heaven. Jesus spoke that to a mixed crowd, and there were some that were kind of all talk and no action, and I think we got a word for that. Call them hypocrites. Well, here's a good guard for your spirit. Quit making people guess about who or what your allegiance is to. Let them see God by what you say and also what you do. Here's another spirit guard, and it's prayer. Yes, prayer does guard your spirit. There's so much that happens when we begin to pray. It's fascinating that even Jesus, at the very end of his life, when his own spirit was in turmoil, what did he ask his disciples to do? Oh, come with me to the garden and pray. He said something like this. He said, my soul is overwhelmed. Stay here and watch with me. He's referring to prayer. And of course, what did his disciples do? They fell asleep. He said, watch and pray so that you won't fall into temptation. Then listen to this. He said, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Jesus taught and he modeled that for spirit strengthening, prayer is vital. Hey, one final kind of spirit defender, and that's, I think it might be the most important one. The great teacher Paul said, set your heart on things above, where Christ is seated. Set your mind not on earthly things. Why? Well, you died and your life is hidden with Christ in God. If you accept Christ, his death and forgiveness for you and his leadership for your life, it can make a difference in your spirit. Yeah, for those who don't know, the Bible says you get a new spirit, right? The Spirit of God comes to live in you to direct and guide and empower and help give insight into new truth. I can't think of a better guard for your human spirit. Hey, if you've got questions, you want to talk more, hit that Contact Coach button.